New York State's Dignity for All Students Act, also known as the Dignity Act, or DASA, seeks to provide New York State's public elementary and secondary school students with a safe and supportive environment, free from discrimination, intimidation, taunting, harassment, and bullying, whether you're on school property, on a school bus, or at a school function. The challenges of DASA include making sure each student's inherent dignity or worth is respected. DASA is more than just about stopping bullying from happening. It's a call to look at the school environment and climate for every student attending your school. DASA also helps us understand who you can talk to at school and the DASA reporting process. Understanding the DASA law means identifying who the Dignity Act coordinator for your building is, how to locate and fill out the DASA incident reporting form if you suspect or have direct knowledge of an alleged act of bullying, harassment, and discrimination, either against yourself or any member of your school community. Understanding that under the DASA law, retaliation is prohibited against anyone who in good faith files a report or is part of the investigative process, and recognizing the impact all this may have on our friends, our classmates, and other members of our school community. The legislative intent of DASA goes far beyond just an anti-bullying law. The legislative intent states that every student attending a public school in New York State should have the same opportunity and benefit of an education, free from acts of bullying, harassment, and/or discrimination. It also works to foster civility in public schools, promoting empathy, kindness, and acceptance to all members of our school community. One aspect of DASA is providing a consistent definition of what constitutes bullying. Understanding that not every negative interaction with another student necessarily constitutes bullying behaviors. By understanding the DASA law, we're able to determine which incidents should be reported and investigated, and which incidents may just be conflict, mean or rude behaviors, or other incidents such as joking or teasing that may have gotten out of hand. Bullying is specific. It's a behavior that someone has, not a label to be used against someone. And it's not the same as conflict or mean behaviors. Bullying is basically abuse of another human being, either emotionally or physically. And the definition of bullying is a person or a group of people intent on hurting another person on purpose that does have or has the potential to be repeated over time. As we start to understand the definition of bullying and the impact it has, not only on a student, but on the climate of the school, it's important to know who you can talk to if an incident is witnessed by you, if an incident is happening to you, or if you hear about a potential incident happening in your school. On the district webpage, under Policies and Procedures, we have information not only about the DASA law, but also who your Dignity Act coordinator for your building is. And in this case, it's the principal and assistant principals. Also, in that page, highlighted by the red arrow, is a link to the DASA incident reporting form in the event that you ever need to report an incident to a Dignity Act coordinator within your building. The DASA incident reporting form is an opportunity to report an alleged incident of bullying, harassment, and/or discrimination in your school. Information collected on the DASA incident reporting form help the Dignity Act coordinator and their team investigate the incident and understand that it's not only looking at what happened, it's looking at why it happened, and it's working to prevent future incidents from occurring. Information collected on the form include the date and time of the alleged incident, people that were involved, including the aggressor, the target, and any witnesses, a description of the incident or what happened, and other information that you may feel is important for the investigative team to know. As mentioned earlier, the dasa law prohibits retaliation against anyone who in good faith files a report of an alleged incident of bullying, harassment, and/or discrimination in your school. Anyone involved in the investigative process or interviews, including the aggressor, the target, any witnesses, as well as the investigative team, are protected from retaliation under dasa. Now that we have an understanding of dasa and the reporting process, it's important to know that not every incident of alleged bullying, harassment, and discrimination gets reported. Many students fail to intervene or fail to report because they feel that the behavior is not wrong, or possibly even that the behavior is not causing harm to another individual. Maybe they feel that the student targeted is not deserving of their help because the student may not be a friend or a member of your social group. In another incident, students may not just feel it's worth getting involved in an incident that's occurring on school property, on a bus, or at a school function. While all these are valid concerns, we must understand that the reporting process helps not only protect a student within your school community, but it also helps us understand what we need to do to work to maintain and improve the climate of our school that is safe and supportive for all students, where every student has the opportunity and benefit of an education in an environment that is free from these types of behaviors. Not only should we acknowledge the difficulty in intervening or reporting an alleged incident of bullying, harassment, or discrimination, we should also acknowledge the difficulty in talking to other students, including our friends, about their behaviors. We need to help all students develop a respectful attitude and be responsible for their actions to all members of the school community. We need to think of the reporting process as a responsible action. And we need to recognize that we have a great influence. As the largest group of people in the school, we are climate. All of our actions every day either can add to a great climate that's positive and that's supportive, or it can detract from our climate, where people may be afraid to go to school, where people may be unable to concentrate in class, and most importantly, where people lose out on all the opportunities and benefit that an education can offer. When bullying behaviors are either ignored or tolerated in a school, it not only has an impact on the school climate, but it also has an impact on the school community. Students that are targets, their friends, and witnesses all can suffer from negative physical and mental health outcomes. Students that are bullied can experience negative physical, social, emotional, academic, and mental health issues. Students who are bullied are more likely to experience depression and anxiety, sadness and loneliness. They may have changes in their sleep and eating patterns, along with other health complaints. There may be a loss of interest in activities they normally enjoy. And these issues, they may persist well into adulthood. There could be decreased academic achievement, either with your grade point average or on standardized test scores. And again, school participation may drop. They are more likely to miss, skip, or drop out of school. With all we've talked about so far, it's important to remember that you can make a difference. It's been reported that if a student believes that they can make a difference in helping out another classmate or friend, they're more likely to act. Students who have experienced bullying have reported that supportive action from their peers, people like you, such as maybe spending time with them, talking to them, helping them get away from a situation, or giving them advice, were some of the most helpful actions. And students who experience bullying are more likely to find that a peer action was more helpful than an action by an adult or an action that they did themselves. It's all about the climate. Take a minute and think about what your definition of a positive school climate looks like. What does it sound like? And most importantly, what does it feel like? Start to think and understand about the importance of building and maintaining positive relationships within your school. And everyone working together can create an atmosphere that is positive and that is both safe and supportive for all students. The dasa law will only do so much in combating bullying. What will do the most is everyone getting together and understanding the power they have with creating a positive climate. An important aspect in creating a positive climate within your school is offering your support. Getting to know all members of your school community instead of judging them. We don't want to wait for someone to become a target of bullying to reach out and show our support. How else can you help? Well, the one point I want to stress is to avoid putting your own physical safety at risk. It's always a good idea to ask for help from a trusted adult in your school. If you don't feel comfortable, ask an adult to help you intervene. If you can help out, try to get the target away from the situation. Don't be part of the problem by laughing or participating in bullying. Bullying is not funny. It's abuse of another person, either physically or emotionally. And also be a good role model. Be a warrior. Show respect and kindness to every member of your school community. And most importantly, if you see something, say something. Creating a positive school climate takes everyone. Think about what you can do every day to help create that climate within your school. Build relationships with people, with students, with teachers, and other support staff. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Offer support when you see a friend or classmate struggling. Be respectful and friendly to everybody. Be an upstander, not a bystander. And most importantly, let an adult know if you see or hear or even experience any type of bullying in your school. Thank you for taking the time and for listening to my presentation. I wish you all the best throughout this school year and in all future endeavors. Take care and have a great day.